Welcome, brawlers. I'm the Hermit, and I hope you're ready for some body snatching. Because our commander today is. I think this is Superior Spiderman, but we know it in Arena, it's Kavaero Mind-Bitten. For 2 and Dimir mana, we get a 4/4 legendary Spider Human Hero, and we may have it enter as a copy of any creature in a graveyard, except his name is the same. It's a 4/4 Spider Human Hero, in addition to its other types. So what we're going to be trying to do is a little bit of control, a little bit of reanimation, so we have our cards that are going to be mailing us, or maybe we loot, draw, and discard. So we have Jace, Malcolm. We can even discard two Ghostly Pilferer, Rona, Unstable Experiment from the Omenpaths. We draw a card, and then up to one target creature we control connives. This we also like conniving, Ledger Shredder, and then we discard one of our big creatures, Perforator Crocodile, Niak, also known as Dr. Octopus, Ardin, Muezzin of Night Reach, Valgabod, Ingitaxias, or Ulamog Deadly. Once they are in the graveyard, we get to 4 mana, play our commander, and he becomes a copy of whichever one we have in the graveyard. Now, in order to control the early game a little bit, we have interaction in Unable to Scream, Cut Down, Feral Push. We have Mind's Pack and Thoughtseize if we want to resolve our commander. We have also Reanimate if we discard something earlier. And just for value, we have Doughty Void Walker and Opposition Agent. We also have Paragoyf as a way to keep milling ourselves, and as well as stabilizing gaining life, and the dodge can kill some of our opponent's stuff. A little bit of more looting, Metzelch, Dreadwing Scavenger, and we have Palantir of Orthan. We also have a little bit of a treat because we're gonna be playing looting effects. We have Buzzing to face Trickster. It's essentially a clone, but it remains with the same name. And then we discard it, we can pay it for 3 mana with Make. Since we want to loot, very Master of Time, we can loot during each player, during our opponents, as well as our turn. The Overlords and Harvester of Mystery can be removed early and getting a mini board wipe on our opponent's stuff. So that's the deck. Now let's get into the queue and see if we can reanimate something superior. We are against Goven/Flim, which means they're gonna be trying to squeeze it. They are gonna be trying to get some mayhem going if they care about Flim, or maybe they are also just Grixis Reanimator. They want to reanimate by looting with, well, conniving with their commander. With Goven the front side, that is. And if that's the case, well, maybe they have removal here, but that's not important. If they are about reanimating, then we definitely want Oyukabok here. It's Goven, so yeah, it's likely. I think we will go for Indulgence and put down. We could also technically get a copy of Jace, but I don't think it's worth it. Ibora. So with Ibora, they're gonna be discarding even more cards. We Bitter Triumph on Ibora. P3 life. to the crack. Which we killed their commander. Still need something good. I guess we could have reanimated something of theirs, but for well, technically it's better as a 4/4, but not what I want to do here. Okay, take Soldier. It's with discards. Hmm. Now the downside is this is an aggressive card. We cannot remove it easily because of War 2. And on top of that, they make all of their they make one of their creatures draw cards whenever they discard. It's gonna be a big hit for opponent. And if they are keeping a counter spell, well, let's just say, I hope they are not. Let's get stories here. Both indicates they have a counter spell, but I think it's better to get it out of the way here. Big open. With Arden. And we want to attack with Jace. No, I think we want to trade. And hopefully we get to loot. We exile either Ulamog or Jingitaxia. Molten Collapse, that's fair. Take action. Yep. Okay, they're gonna get Goblin buff. What's happened there? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I see. I see. It wanted to transform, it didn't. I guess we shouldn't have. Yep. Please. And straighten God of the Worthy. If they are an aggro, we need something to stop them, but we definitely have some of that might curve into our commander, so this is a risky keep. Yuck. So if we draw another land, we can play a shock. Not, I think we played Doris card. Those two. Authority of the consoles. And Lotus Field. They might have
Dream big tonight.
land tax or something. So
Is my masterpiece.
because of definite talent, right? Oh, this is an instant, so this problem. Maybe just starting.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Sacrifices must be made.
Your final terror is upon you.
Yeah, also I was considering the possibility that our opponent has a rat, but they are 3 mana. But at least now we have for position agent as well as assembling Arden for parts. Silence on Kavaero. But now they cannot play any other non-creatures. Guess we will discard Fade and Push.
Drop it.
Just pass. Let's start with the call. Doesn't matter that it cannot attack because we get to draw it cards. Carda Splendor. Plus, we will discard Myojin.
You won't be outsmarting me.
In the Myojin will seal the deal. cast it right. It's only if you cast it. That's why you played with Kavaero and not early Reanimate. Land tax. Summon Bahamut.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Vanquish the Horde. And GG's. Yep. So maybe they were attacks after all, maybe on white control. Who knows? Dalen the Haymaker. So we're gonna try to play some Haymakers of our own. The Virtue might help us here. Although I guess we need another blue source. But maybe Palantir can do some more as well. Let's kill the Gala Greeters here. Now we have Overlord into Kavaero. Hmm. Or is it better to Perforator? No, I think the Myojin, since it's early enough, we want to discard our opponent's hand. Oh, our opponent could technically have removal, but since the divinity counter is a replacement effect, it enters with the counter. We have priority, so we can remove the counter to make our opponent discard. When we get the counter? Oh, if you cast it from your hand. Oh, damn it. I guess we're gonna. Yep. My mistake. Ish, Dollar Knight's blessed. At least we have position agent. Maybe 1-2 Azure is fine. Got this. I guess they take memory lapse. They could also take reanimate, but I don't think. Yeah. Peter's triumph, so we will protect. Seems like maybe they have a Challenger. Okay, so opponent is suddenly at 7 life. Yeah. And it seems they only had fetch lands. Maybe they had one more, I think. But we'll never find out. GG's. Formela Glamour Thief. Should we give? Yes. It's gonna be risky. But let's send the land. Snapcaster, Memory Lapse. A bunch of blue spells, but no blue mana. We get Sorority as well, so painful bond. Okay, this only returns the cards we mean early. And I guess we want press our advantage, so let's play Kavaero to get grief back. In graveyards, okay. Alright, we made a land here. That's why I did. Does Carmela have flash? Not haste. Okay, haste. I'm thinking of Evelyn. Yeah, that one. It's a vampire. Flash, and when it enters, exiles the top of your opponent's library. Well, when it or another vampire. Yeah. Opponent says good game. They finder. Yep. I thought they might have something, but they were good gaming as a concession. It is. Okay, so this is an otherwise good hand, but against Rofellos we something faster. Hmm. Okay, maybe no, it still can activate during our turn, so or maybe okay, let's try it. I'm gonna risk it. And we get rewarded with a fatal. Never didn't have it. Although I guess we needed to play the tap land first. And that was probably better sequencing. It didn't matter if we had to use push on our turn. Is opponent having mana issues? Hate to see that. Not quite. Meladamri. So they're gonna be cheating something out. Let's try to cheat something better. Or exploring to Utopia's Brawl, that's not gonna do much. Here we go. Right. That doesn't work in that order. Still learning, still learning. Guess we just attack, see if our opponent wants some traits. Don't. Sort of shepherd from opponent. That's fine, I guess. And it seems like they are gonna cheat something. Yeah, so Kavaero, I mean, Ulamog is good with Arden apparently, but not with our commander itself. So if we can reanimate Arden, we can then get this back. Still gets a bunch of counters. What do you get, opponent? Miracle. Okay, good game. Yep. We cannot nullify that, and yeah, I guess we need it. Essentially, Cyclonic Rift overloaded, and we already used it, so yeah, sure. Ah, I'm keeping this because we might remove something, and we have a looter. It seems like they have Solitude. Could be Endurance, but I don't think so. Lantax and Shadows. Let's play the Lantax. Elia. It's Memory Lapse. Hey, if they do. Might as well play it. Okay, no, we can do it then. In Solitude, we're still gonna be able to draw, so. But I guess we can no longer pass him. I guess we kinda have to. We lose the lag tax game. A little sad, but I guess we're gonna have Inky Taxias now, so a tick off from us. Hmm. So opponent has something. Like it might be Swords to Plowshares. Make a solitude. Hills. And the sword, the charm, sure. Yeah, I guess we could have done the thing here, but I wanted to keep counter spells up. Could have played this for Mayhem, I think. That's what I wanted to say. 7, I think. So, and Virtue. Hmm. Guess we would take Garden. Oh, I have Virtue. I don't know why I did that. I was thinking we could cast it. I guess we still can cast it. Yeah, like that. Player can draw more. Human. Okay. Gonna content. Yeah, we were gonna use their failure to blink their stuff, probably. Or maybe just blink. Literally not. Solitude. Are there is too lame. Yeah, I think we keep this on the play. Want to mill something with the over. And by the way, um, I switched the Meojin for Maran Creature, Maran River Regent because it bounces stuff, and as we saw, the Meojin is only if you cast it from your hand. So even though we do cast it, I thought it was just if you cast it, enters with a counter, but it's if you cast it from your hand exclusively. Shows what I know. It's Chameleon. Is we're okay with that, I think. And then next turn, I think they're gonna be able to cast Tulane. We're gonna use the Omen to run this card. Actually, what can they get? I don't know. Ooh, but yeah, we don't get that much value with Donald T, so little hasty on the trigger there. And then play Sylvan Tutor. Okay, so this is a value tutor, it's not a combo tutor, otherwise it would snap it off. Yep. It only as a sorcery. Yeah, it's not this one. Psychic. I think we still want to do there. Alright, we could also just discard the tree into the rock then. Card assemble for parts. And we get a frog that can bounce our opponents. I mean, a 4/4 that bounces out. out key on creatures, so they're gonna be trying to go off. Hmm. Play the stories. Discard the Beast Binder, I think. And let's see how much damage can our opponent. They have technically 3 more mana, so that could be up to 3 more creatures. Ooh, Rant of the Freaking Drake. Is that infinite? Yeah, they just cast it over and over. Yep, they got lucky with that one. And I mean, even if we still did the same, they would still be able to play their commander, use it to convoke. And because it's a 1-drop, they still get their combo. GG's. So against Ren and counter Ren, I think that's how we get ahead. Okay, Rackman. Let's see. Cobra. And the fetch line. Hey, why am I? Let's play Ledger Shredder. Pass. Let's try. Not too excited. It's a very
If I don't have a plan, I'll just make one up. Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Limited simulacrum. So what is opponent gonna do? Are they gonna attack? Well, I assume they're gonna crack their clues.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Is their tracker out?
I do love a good puzzle.
Okay. Bunch of cards. That might be a good start. But we're definitely still against landfall. A not great position. Nation Valgaboth.
Don't worry, I'll think of something. Wish I knew that was
Oops, I guess I need to discard Valgaboth there.
This was
The opponent minus, so that's gonna let us kill Ren. Chiok. Oh. Hmm. Let's kill Ren on 6. To the command zone. Here we Ashiok.
Right. I leave you with one last nightmare.
And that's a pass. And I guess opponent is getting some clues correct, but now we can Kavaero, Vagabond, and then kill our opponent, which essentially gets us some cards for free. And it seems like our opponent just is not up for it. Who would have guessed the landfall player getting salty? I master top deck. The bad news is they are gonna be mono blue, so most of their interaction is gonna be counter spell. Let's see if we can fade one or two. Okay, so with Arcane Signet out, let's go for opponent has up to 5 mana. It's not nothing. This could also tap a creature, so I don't know why didn't play Cyan there. And then follow up with the bag of supplies. Um, okay, for so now opponent has to play something to deal with our commander. They probably have a bunch of stuff. At the very least, maybe an aura. Not they can just bounce it. No. Alright, we needed to discard because of their conundrum. We didn't want to keep the polluted delta. Notes altar. I don't think that's how that works, opponent. GG's. Could obviously sacrifice it, but we still get one in the yard. We get a 8/8 octopus. And we have lethal in a couple of turns. Meanwhile, you are empty-handed. Oh yeah, GG's. So that's gonna be it for the gameplay, and just a reminder, we still like Colomog even though it's not something you wanna get with your commander, but you keep that out of your mind and instead you get it back with Artin, you get it back with Assemble for Parts, or even Reanimation, then this is gonna be still doing some work. Otherwise, it's just try to get your other creatures, put them into play, or body snatch them with Kavaero and just keep up with the Dimir plan. As always, if you play too much against aggro, maybe play a couple of other Throughts. I think we have Toxic Deluge and Damnation, but you can fit in a couple of more, especially if you play ones that destroy creatures with lower power, or rather lower mana value, then they don't wipe your commander because it's gonna be higher enough. And yeah, we still get landfall decks here and there, but as we saw, we still, if we get the right cards, we are gonna be able to deal with them. And I guess if not, then just mulligan for some of them. They are, as we remember, Opposition Agent and Dothy Void Walker. That way you're not gonna be able to, well, they are not gonna be able to record their strip mines or even their fetch lands because of the ley line of the Void effect. Same thing with Valgapoth here. So that's it for today. I'm DJ Hermit for watching, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.